It is not often this Parliament has general agreement across all the political parties. But this week it's been in full accord about the increasing role of women in politics and the growing numbers of women becoming MPs. The general consensus came during a debate leading up to International Women's Day.
I want us to recognise the transformation the women now in the House of Commons have brought about. Women MPs have not only changed the face of British politics, but we have changed the agenda of British politics too, and it needed to change because women's lives are changing. The world of work is changing and family life is changing too. And if we're to back up families as they bring up children, earn a living, care for older relatives, we need to understand and represent women as well as men. Today, women regard themselves as equal citizens and expect to share in decisions both at home and at work. A parliament or a party which is male-dominated is an outdated relic, and that was certainly what this House of Commons was like when I joined it 25 years ago.
Women do have different experience sets to men. They know firsthand about issues that men don't. Indeed, the same goes for many underrepresented groups in politics. They all possess valuable experiences unique to them and of value to our political life. But perhaps there is another reason why I think having women in politics is important. It is because politics has changed. The issues which matter most to people in Britain today are no longer the things that are understood as the traditional male issues, albeit that I had an intervention on the issue of defence, but by and large, when you go out into the streets to talk to people about the issues that matter to them in politics, they don't talk about issues like defence and unemployment, they will talk about issues like health and education. And it's vital to be able to draw on the experiences that women have in these areas.
Whilst progress on equality has been made, the Minister argued there was still plenty of room for improvement.
I think we have made a great deal of progress. And though we should be gratified with that progress, I don't think we should be grateful. We are not doing women a favour, we are delivering long overdue rights. And though we have made great strides, we have much further to go. We've introduced a national minimum wage, and it has just about ended the pay gap between the lowest paid men and women. But that is not enough. We need to close the gender pay gap altogether. And we now have nurseries and after-school clubs in all areas. In my constituency in the London Borough of Southwark, there is double the number of childcare places now than there were 6 years ago. But it is still a problem for many women to find good childcare which they can trust and they can afford. So we'll continue to improve the accessibility, the affordability and the quality of childcare, increase the number of Sure Start centres and learn from the London Childcare Affordability Programme, which will tell us the best way to help low-income families with childcare. And we've given parents with children under 6 new rights to request flexible working.
The Minister turned to increased improved measures in tackling violence against women.
We've now seen a 26% increase in the number of men convicted of rape than there were in 1997. We're opening more expert sexual assault referral centres. We've new laws, the Domestic Violence Crime and Victims Act, the new specialist domestic violence courts and tougher sentencing. We know that early intervention can save lives, and we know that if it's left, if it's swept under the carpet, it only gets worse.
Rarely can this House be in more agreement. Women's issues are being addressed, but more still has to be done.